Men, here's something that might sound completely backward, but it works. If you really want to stand out in a woman's mind, stop reaching out. Most guys think that constant contact equals deeper connection, that the more you text, the more she'll care. But here's the truth. Silence makes the biggest impact. Why? Because silence disrupts the pattern. It shakes up the dynamic she's grown used to, the check-ins, the attention, the predictable validation. Suddenly, you're no longer a part of her daily routine. And that absence, it creates confusion, curiosity, even a little chaos. She starts asking herself, why hasn't he texted? Is he done with me? Did I misjudge him? And the answers don't come from you, they come from her. Some women will panic, others will pretend not to care. A few will stalk you online, send mixed signals, or quietly unravel trying to figure you out. But here's the key. Your silence forces clarity. It shows you who really values you and who only loved the attention. Let's go deeper into the signs that your silence is making a serious impact on her emotions. Sign number 1. She panics and reaches out. When you stop contacting her, especially after consistent communication, her first emotional response might be panic. Why? Because women are incredibly tuned in to changes in emotional behavior. If she's used to your messages, your energy, and suddenly that disappears, she notices, and it throws her off balance. She starts wondering, did something happen? Did I push him away? Did he lose interest? Your silence creates uncertainty, and uncertainty is uncomfortable, especially for someone who thought she had control of the situation. That fear of losing you becomes more intense than she expected. So what does she do? She reaches out, sometimes with a casual message like, "Hey, are you okay?" Or, "Haven't heard from you." But don't mistake it for simple concern. It's often driven by anxiety, her need to restore the balance of attention and control. Many women don't realize how much they value your presence until it's gone. Your silence created a gap, and now she's trying to fill it. This is where most men mess up. They jump back in too fast. They over-explain, eager to fix the tension. But that ruins the effect. Instead, maintain your calm. Respond if needed, but keep it neutral. Let her sit in that uncertainty. Let her realize she might have taken your presence for granted. Silence isn't passive, it's a strategic tool. And her panic? That's your first sign that it's working. Sign number 2. She pretends she doesn't care. This one's tricky because it's meant to fool you. When you pull back, she may suddenly act like she couldn't care less. She'll put on a front, pretending your absence hasn't affected her at all. But make no mistake, it's a performance. You might see her post more on social media, laughing with friends, dressed up, out and about. She may leave your last message unanswered. She might even go out of her way to look like she's thriving without you. But here's the catch. People who truly don't care don't try to prove it. The more effort she puts into acting unbothered, the more affected she really is. Her fake indifference is a mask, a shield against vulnerability. She doesn't want to seem weak, so she plays it cool, even though your silence is bothering her more than she lets on. And this is where a lot of men go wrong. They see her "I'm fine" act and panic. They think she's moved on and they rush back in to reconnect. That's exactly what she wants. Because once you chase, she knows she still has power. Instead, hold your ground. Let her keep pretending. Eventually the act will exhaust her. She'll wonder why you're not falling for it. And when she realizes her usual tricks don't work on you, the truth will start slipping through. Your silence is peeling back the layers, and what's real will show itself. Sign number 3. She starts stalking you online. In the age of social media, going silent doesn't mean she stops watching you. In fact, silence often makes her watch harder. If you're not texting, she'll try to connect with you through the only channel still open, your online presence. She'll check your stories, scroll your posts, maybe even peek at who's liking your content, and she'll do it all without a trace. No likes, no comments, just digital shadows. This isn't just curiosity, it's her way of staying connected without having to admit she misses you. She's trying to figure out, is he happy without me? Has he moved on? Is there someone new? She becomes her own private investigator, reading between the lines of your photos and captions, searching for clues. And if she sees you enjoying life, glowing up, or even just living without her, that quiet stalking turns into quiet jealousy. But here's the danger. Many men notice the attention and start performing for it, posting more, trying to look impressive, hoping to reel her back in. Don't do that. Let her watch. Let her wonder. Keep your online presence clean, calm, and a little mysterious. Don't overshare. Don't post for her. The more she can't figure you out, the more she'll obsess. Because deep down, she doesn't want to just see your life. She wants to be part of it again. Sign number 4, she tests you with mixed signals. One moment she's liking your posts. The next, she's cold, distant, nowhere to be found. Welcome to the land of mixed signals, a classic tactic used when a woman doesn't know how to handle your silence. Mixed signals aren't random, they're intentional. She wants to see if she still has emotional leverage by throwing you a breadcrumb, a flirty message, a random check-in, a little attention. She's testing your reaction. Will you jump back in? Will you chase? Will you fall right back under her spell? That's what she wants to know, because if you do, it confirms that you're still hooked and she still has the upper hand. But here's the truth. Mixed signals don't mean genuine interest. They're about control, and if you fall for them, you're playing her game. The right move? Don't react emotionally. Don't try to decode her behavior. Just stay calm, stay centered. If she's warm, enjoy it, but don't overcommit. If she's cold, don't chase. Let her inconsistency expose itself for what it is, emotional immaturity. You're not here to pass her tests. You're here to maintain your peace. And the more you show that her behavior doesn't control you, the more she'll respect you. Remember, clarity is power. And if she can't offer it, she's not worth your emotional investment. Sign number 5. She starts questioning her decision. In the beginning, she might have felt confident walking away, ghosting you or pulling back. Maybe she thought you'd chase her. Maybe she assumed you'd linger in her inbox, waiting for crumbs. But then, you went silent. You didn't beg. You didn't double text. You didn't chase. That's when doubt creeps in. She starts asking herself, did I make a mistake? Why hasn't he tried to win me back? Was he more valuable than I realized? And suddenly, her once confident decision doesn't feel so certain. Your absence holds up a mirror, and she has to confront whether she truly lost something worth keeping. That internal conflict stirs emotions she can't suppress: regret, insecurity, and yes, even jealousy. This is a powerful moment because it forces her to re-evaluate everything. But again, don't jump the gun. If she starts showing signs of regret, don't immediately reward her with access. Let her sit with it. Let her process the possibility that she might have lost someone who had real value. Your silence isn't punishment. It's a reflection of your self-respect. And if she can't appreciate your presence, she should feel your absence. That confidence starts to feel like false bravado when it's met with your indifference. See, most women expect that if they walk away or pull back, the man will try to win them over. They're used to seeing guys apologize, chase, or at least try to keep the connection alive. But when you go silent, it sends a very different message, one that says, "I'm not going to fight for someone who's unsure about me." And that message hits harder than any words could. Now she's left wondering, did I make a mistake? Why hasn't he tried to fix this? Was he actually more valuable than I realized? These questions are fueled by doubt, and that doubt can grow fast in silence. It's not just about missing you, it's about re-evaluating the way she handled the situation. If she ended things thinking she had the upper hand, your silence flips the script. You become the one with power. She starts replaying conversations in her head, reanalyzing your actions, and regretting how easily she dismissed your presence. That doubt can push her to reconsider her entire decision. In many cases, it's what leads her to try reconnecting, whether subtly or directly. Maybe she brings up a memory out of nowhere or checks in just to see how you're doing. What she's really doing is testing the water, seeing if the door she once closed is still open. This is the moment where most guys get pulled back in too quickly. They hear from her and think, she changed her mind, great. But the truth is, she hasn't necessarily changed her heart. She's just questioning her ego. She wants to see if you're still an option. That's why you need to stay calm. Let her doubt sink in. Let her reflect. Don't rush to prove your worth. The more she questions herself without your help, the more powerful your silence becomes. And if she comes back, it won't be because you chased her. It'll be because she chose you of her own free will. That's when you'll know it's real. Sign number 6. She tries to get a reaction from you. When a woman starts doing things just to provoke a reaction out of you, it's a major clue that your silence is driving her a little crazy. Whether it's posting seductive photos on social media, casually mentioning a new guy, or acting overly happy in public, these moves aren't always about her moving on. More often than not, they're designed to poke you, just to see if you'll flinch. Think about it. If she truly didn't care anymore, why would she go out of her way to broadcast her happiness or newfound freedom? Why would she still be watching your stories, making sure you see her updates, or even posting things that feel oddly specific to your situation? That's not detachment. That's a cry for attention in disguise. What's happening here is a test. She's trying to see if you're still emotionally invested. If you react, comment, message her, or even show jealousy, you're giving her the validation she was fishing for. That gives her the power back. But if you stay silent, unbothered, and continue living your life, it messes with her mind. She starts to wonder why you're not reacting, why you seem okay without her, and worst of all, whether you've already moved on. This is where emotional discipline separates the strong from the weak. Don't fall into the trap of reacting. Let her wonder. The more effort she puts into trying to get a rise out of you, the more obvious it becomes. Your silence is hitting exactly where it hurts, her ego. Sign number 7. She starts asking mutual friends about you. When your name keeps coming up in conversations with your mutual friends, that's no accident. She's fishing for information, but trying to make it look casual. How's he been? Has he said anything about me? Is he seeing anyone? These questions are subtle signs that she's not nearly as detached as she's trying to appear. Here's the key. People don't ask about what they've truly let go of. If she were done with you emotionally, she wouldn't need updates. But when you've gone silent and she's left in the dark, curiosity starts to grow. That curiosity is rooted in uncertainty. Your silence becomes a mirror she can't look away from. It forces her to realize she doesn't have the closure or control she thought she did. Now, some guys think this is the perfect chance to send a message through a friend or accidentally let something slip. Don't do it. Let the silence speak. Let your life be a mystery. The less she knows, the more she'll want to know. The more she hears you're doing fine without her, the more it chips away at her sense of power, and eventually that curiosity might lead her to reach out herself. But if she's asking around about you, that's already a win. It means you've left a gap she's trying to fill. Don't rush to fill it for her. Let her sit with the questions. Sign number 8. She tries to make you jealous. This one is tricky, but very common. If a woman starts casually mentioning guys she's talking to, going out more, or suddenly becoming very visible on social media with male attention, don't take it at face value. In many cases, this isn't confidence. It's a tactic. She wants to get under your skin. She wants to see if you'll chase her again. Why? Because your silence is unsettling. It signals control, strength, and a level of emotional independence she didn't expect. And if she still has feelings, or even just a bruised ego, she'll do what she can to spark an emotional response in you. Making you jealous is one of the most direct ways to do that. But here's the truth. When someone has to force a reaction, it usually means they're the one still emotionally invested. Real detachment doesn't need an audience. If she's really over you, she's not going out of her way to put her dating life on display for you to see. That's why your job is simple. Don't react. Don't ask about the other guy. Don't watch every story. Don't comment. Don't compete. Don't even flinch. The more composed you are, the more she starts to question if she ever had a hold on you in the first place. And that's where the real shift begins. You stop being the one who got left behind and start being the one who's hard to forget. Sign number 9. She reaches out, casually. It starts small, a random, "Hey, how have you been?" A comment on your story, a reaction to an old post. It may seem innocent on the surface, but make no mistake, this isn't just a friendly check-in. This is her way of testing the waters. Your silence has created space, and now she's seeing if that door is still open. The key here is subtlety. Most women won't come back with a full apology or confession of regret. Not at first. Instead, they'll throw out a breadcrumb and see if you follow it. If you jump on it too eagerly, she might retreat again. But if you stay calm, collected, and don't give too much away, it forces her to lean in even more. Remember, your silence has flipped the power dynamic. Now she's the one initiating, wondering how you'll respond. Don't rush to fill the silence with emotional responses or deep conversations. Keep it light, polite, and slightly detached. Let her do the heavy lifting. This casual outreach is often the first sign that the emotional tide is turning. She's gone from being in control to missing your presence. If you've played it right, no begging, no chasing, no drama, then this moment confirms that your silence spoke louder than anything you could have said. Sign number 10. She tries to reignite an emotional connection. At some point, if your silence holds strong and you've shown no signs of emotional weakness, she may try to reopen deeper conversations. She might bring up your past together, reminisce about the good times, or even admit she misses certain things about you. This isn't casual anymore. This is emotional fishing. Why? Because she's trying to see if there's still a bond to hold on to, if the connection is still alive under the surface. Your silence has likely made her reflect on the emotional depth of the relationship. And now she wants to see if you still feel any of it too. This is the most critical moment. If you respond emotionally or start pouring your heart out, you risk giving all your power back. But if you remain calm, grounded, and respectful while keeping your boundaries clear, you reinforce your value. You show that you can remember the past without being trapped in it. When a woman tries to rekindle the emotional flame, it means she never truly extinguished it. Your silence made her feel what life is like without your emotional support, and now she wants it back. Not because you begged, but because you became scarce. And in the world of emotions, scarcity creates value. Stay centered. Let her rediscover your worth on her own terms. That's how silence becomes your loudest answer. So now you know, your silence isn't just silence. It's a message, a powerful one. In a world where everyone is quick to react, your ability to stay composed, to walk away without chaos, and to rebuild yourself without begging sends a shockwave through her emotional system. Every sign we talked about, from her suddenly trying to get your attention to reaching out just to check in, is proof that your absence has a presence of its own. Remember, real strength isn't shown through chasing or convincing someone to value you. It's shown by knowing your worth and walking away when you're no longer respected. Silence is not weakness. It's a decision, a strategy. And when used with confidence and purpose, it becomes your loudest power move. So the next time you feel the urge to reach out, to explain, to fix, pause. Let the silence do its job. If she truly valued you, she'll feel it. If she didn't, then you're better off staying silent and moving forward. Either way, you win. Thanks for watching. If this video helped shift your perspective, hit that like button, subscribe for more real talk, and drop a comment below. What's the biggest lesson silence has ever taught you in a relationship? Until next time, stay strong, stay stoic, and remember, sometimes saying nothing speaks the loudest.